The 2022-23 season was dreadful for Liverpool. They finished the season empty-handed and even failed to qualify for the Champions League. From a team that challenged for everything the season before, coming close to winning the Premier League and Champions League, their fall from grace came as a surprise to everyone. No one saw it coming. But the good thing with football is that there's always another chance to make things right. And by another chance, we mean the 2023-24 season. Jurgen Klopp's men will need to get it right from the start, right from their preparations all through to the start of the new campaign, and most importantly, find the rhythm to sustain it. But is the current squad well equipped to battle Manchester City and the likes of Arsenal and Manchester United, who showed real signs of true emergence? With the conclusion of the 2022-23 season came the heavy-hearted departures of a number of superstars, from the likes of Naby Keita to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, James Milner, and the Senor himself, Bobby Firmino. Fortunately for Klopp, this has given him room to further replenish, or is it rebuild his squad, starting with the engine room, the midfield, which was unrecognizable last season. Klopp did well to snap up Argentine Alexis McAllister from Brighton for just £35 million. At £35 million, McAllister could be the steal of the summer. The midfielder is expected to fit into this Liverpool side like a glove, and rightly so. The Argentine will add the much-needed attacking edge that Klopp's midfield lacked this past season. McAllister is an attack-minded player, but can also be extremely versatile, something he has shown for club and country. But McAllister might actually be a replacement of someone who left the club in 2021. Liverpool have never adequately replaced Jorginho Wijnaldum, and this could have somehow led to the team's overall decline. We all know the Reds lacked good players in the middle of the park last season, and with as many as 5 midfielders leaving, Dominik Szoboszlai's arrival will be like a breath of fresh air. The 6'1" Hungarian wunderkind has proven how outrageously gifted he is during his time at RB Leipzig. He has often been deployed in a wide role at the German club, and his ability to pick a pass, feint past opposition players, and finish with aplomb from all manner of angles will definitely lift the fans at Anfield and will fit nicely into the number 8 role. His prowess from the set pieces, which reminds us of the great Rui Costa, will also be a great addition. Steven Gerrard inspired many kids during his playing days, and Szoboszlai is one of them. He has a tattoo of the former English midfielder and says he remains his inspiration, and for that reason, he will be wearing Gerrard's number 8 shirt. Maybe Liverpool could have found the next Gerrard, who knows? But the Reds' hopes of immediately bouncing back from the off have been given a reality check. Klopp's men have been handed a nightmare of a start between the opening day on August 13th and mid-October. That's in the first 8 matches of the new campaign. Liverpool will face Chelsea, Newcastle, Wolves, Tottenham, and Brighton away from Anfield, before further visits to newly promoted Luton Town and champions Manchester City in November. This brings us to a key point that Klopp must address before the first ball of the new season is kicked. During the 2021-22 season, Liverpool were the second-best team in the league away from home, picking 43 of the available 57. But last season, the Reds' away form was horrible, winning just 6 of 19 matches on the road and conceded almost double the goals they did at Anfield. In comparison, City lost just 5 games throughout the entire season and just 3 the season before. The margin of error, as Klopp knows from previous title races, is extremely small. The German has managed to make Liverpool one of the hardest teams to beat at their Anfield ground, and fixing the away form would go a long way in helping them return to the top again. But to get this done, perhaps he will need more signings. Talking of signings, the Reds have been linked with more players, particularly Southampton's in-demand midfielder Romeo Lavia. Lavia presents the Reds with an ideal solution on the left side of defensive midfield, and his profile could make him the ideal understudy to Fabinho, eventually phasing into being the club's first-choice option. In any case, the Brazilian had a poor season last time out, and Lavia could walk straight into the team if they can get a deal done. Chelsea's Levi Colwell, who has had a wonderful under-21 tournament with England, is one other player Klopp is interested in, but Chelsea will not allow him to easily leave despite their planned clear-out this summer. Liverpool are in dire need of a left-sided centre-back option, and signing Colwell will definitely take the club to the next level. The young centre-back grew his profile on loan at Brighton last season and is regarded one of the best young players in the Premier League. If Klopp is given all the signings he will ask for, the pressure will shift back to the German tactician, just like last season. In all honesty, the Germans' overall management was not great. Right from team selection to substitutions and even in-game management, the experienced manager struggled. Maybe a bad day at the office, we all have that, right? Yes, we can't always be perfect. The team was always fragile and erratic. How best could you describe a team that could follow a 7-0 win over Manchester United with a 1-0 defeat away at Bournemouth? Through the season, Liverpool couldn't always find their scoring groove. Instead, they found it in single games, scoring 6 against Leeds, hitting Rangers 7, 9 past Bournemouth. Maybe they needed to spread their goals a little bit. They will need a lot of that this coming season. Klopp's new formation could be the answer to Liverpool's troubles from this past season. The Reds seem to be playing better with this formation, where Alexander-Arnold seemed to invert into midfield and Andy Robertson mostly stayed deeper. It allowed the Reds to remain solid at the back and creative in midfield and letting free of their attacking players. It was one of the reasons Liverpool seemed to have found themselves towards the end of the season when they went for 11 matches without a loss, winning 7 in a row. One other mystery from last season was Trent's poor form. The defender couldn't simply defend and was often caught out of position. That, coupled with the Reds' struggles in midfield, exposed the 24-year-old's defensive ability. This was until Klopp moved him into midfield that his performances improved greatly. It seems the potential of starting the campaign in that role seems to have really motivated the England international, as he has decided to immerse himself in an intense training camp, focusing on his speed and endurance, hoping to return for the new season in good shape. After a gruesome campaign, the Reds will be ending their campaign at home against Wolves on May 19th. And who knows, they might be crowned champions then, ending Manchester City's dominance. What a remarkable turnaround that would be. Their immediate target will, however, be qualifying for the Champions League, and if last season was anything to go by, it will not be easy either. Newcastle are pushing the big boys, Manchester United and Arsenal are on the rise, Spurs is lurking somewhere, and there's of course Chelsea. It will not be easy. But Liverpool could have a secret card. All they need to do is win the Europa League, and Champions League will return to Anfield regardless of where they will finish in the league. What do you think of Liverpool's chances of returning to the top again this coming season? Let us know in the comments below.